All right, welcome back, people. It's no decorum.
And I have a question, AJ. What is Katie Porter's problem? Can you answer that?
I have no idea. I mean, I think she is just a mean person. She's just so mean to these highly respected CEOs.
She's grandstanding, AJ.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be up there in defense of corporate CEOs.
Yep.
Instead, what is she doing?
I mean, no. I guess she didn't take any money from these people, huh?
Not doing her job.
Oh.
She's betraying the people who want to control her.
Wow.
I won't have it.
No.
Instead, she's up there defending the people.
She's defending just common people.
Common people. What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, man. I'm sorry. American people.
Oh, yeah. American people.
Mr. Gonzalez, you're the CEO of AbbVie, which makes the cancer drug Imbruvica. Do you know what the annual price of Imbruvica was for a patient taking the standard 3 pills per day in 2013?
$130,000.
Okay, we had 99,766. What about today for those same 3 pills?
I think it's 169,000.
We have 181, but we can agree that there was a significant increase. Roughly, in a matter of 8 years, AbbVie more than doubled the price. Now, Mr. Gonzalez, how much money did AbbVie put directly into the research and development costs of Imbruvica before it hit the market in 2013?
We acquired Imbruvica when it was launched, so it would have been the company that we acquired. Which
So
we acquired
AbbVie, reclaiming my time, so AbbVie itself didn't spend any money to create Imbruvica. It was invented by a smaller company, Pharmaceutics, which you later acquired, correct?
We paid $21 billion for the company, correct?
It was expensive to acquire them. So you paid fair market value for Pharmaceutics, but AbbVie then doubled the price, presumably justified by its $2.45 billion investment in R&D. Are there fewer side effects for patients now than there were in 2013?
Well, we developed significant indications and expansions and other disease states.
Are there
for
fewer
Imbruvica.
side effects, sir?
No, it has the same side effect profile.
Okay. Mr. Gonzalez, do people need less of this medicine, Imbruvica, to treat lymphoma now?
No.
So AbbVie took zero risk to develop this drug. You bought it approved for the market, knowing it would be profitable. You hiked the price to pay for R&D, but you haven't made the drug any better, even as you doubled the cost. I wrote an entire report on what is essentially the Imbruvica story. Big Pharma gobbles up a small innovative company, does nothing to improve the drug, but jacks up the price. Now, you told us that you spent $2.54 billion for R&D for Imbruvica, even though the drug didn't get any better. Really, it was all for these innovations and indications, which are designed to keep competitors off the market and find new sales opportunities. So I want to look at what other money AbbVie spends doing its business. You filed 165 patents for Imbruvica. You filed patents for Humira, other drugs to keep competitors off the market. How much did you spend on litigation and settlements from 2013 to 2018?
Congresswoman, let me correct one thing that I think you just said. And it is not true that we didn't invest in additional indications and additional diseases. As an example, we received approval after the development work of graft versus host disease.
Reclaiming my time. Mr. Gonzalez, how much did AbbVie spend on litigation and settlements from 2013 to 2018?
I don't have that number offhand. We'll be happy to give it to you.
Okay, $1.6 billion, $2.45 billion on R&D, $1.6 billion in litigation and settlements. What about marketing and advertising? How much does AbbVie spend on that?
Well, marketing and advertising, we spend about $4 billion a year.
Yep, 4.7, $1 billion. How about executive compensation, 2013 to 2018?
2013 to 2018, it's probably on average about $60 million a year.
Try 334 on for size. Now, how much did AbbVie spend on stock buybacks and stock buybacks and dividends to enrich your shareholders from 2013 to 2018?
Well, stock buybacks, if you actually look at just pure stock buybacks, it would be about $13 billion.
Stock buybacks and dividends is the question, sir.
Dividends, and they have to come back with a number for that over that period of time.
$50 billion. So, Mr. Gonzalez, you're spending all this money to make sure you make money rather than spending money to invest in, develop drugs, and help patients with affordable life-saving drugs. You lie to patients when you charge them twice as much for an unimproved drug, and then you lie to policymakers when you tell us that R&D justifies those price increases. The big pharma fairy tale is one of groundbreaking R&D that justifies astronomical prices. But the pharma reality is that you spend most of your company's money making money for yourself and your shareholders. And the fact that you're not honest about this with patients and with policymakers, that you're feeding us lies, that we must pay astronomical prices to get innovative treatments is false. The American people, the patients, deserve so much better. I yield back.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about this little exchange you had with the CEO from what's the company again?
This AbbVie is a pharmaceutical firm company. Bought a cancer drug. I can't say the name though.
It's okay. That's okay.
It's a pharmaceutical name, so I can't say.
Yeah. We're not here in support of any.
We're not going to advertise their drug anyway. So okay,
but they purchased a drug,
which was made by another company,
an innovative company.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was already approved for the market. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
They bought it for $21 billion.
Yes. Okay. And so they
didn't make any improvements.
No. And they put on when they put on the market. What was the price for the drug?
I think it was $100,000 a year, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Obviously, right?
And they didn't do anything. They didn't do any more research.
No R&D.
No R&D. No new packaging. No new
fewer
colors.
side effects.
No.
Yeah. Right. So, okay, that's good.
And they almost doubled the price.
They doubled the price.
Yeah.
But the explanation for doubling the price is the R&D that was put into it.
Yes, that's the excuse these people always give.
Although they didn't do R&D. Okay.
No.
And so Katie Porter, on her high horse, or holier-than-thou attitude, is grilling the CEO and asking him these basic questions.
Yeah. I mean, this guy is a CEO of a company. She has no respect for this guy for some reason.
And he's rich.
Yeah.
He's rich. I mean, it's like she
doesn't she know that these people own Washington?
All the people sitting next to her, they own.
Yeah.
So I think she respects his accomplishments.
Yeah.
Whatever they are. And so she's grilling him on what his company spends money on, right? And we have some pretty revealing numbers here.
Yeah, and she brings out this whiteboard all the time.
The infamous whiteboard.
Yeah.
You can't like debate with a whiteboard.
You can't. I mean, and she started putting these circles,
these little sticky note circles.
Sticky notes on the whiteboard according to the
amount. So the size is kind of proportional to the amount of money that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. But she starts out, she says R&D, the R&D budget for this company.
R&D.
What did she have? $2.4 billion.
$2.4 billion.
So the whole point is like she's asking, why are the drugs so expensive?
Yes.
And she's trying to break down all the prices, all the costs,
the
expenditures at this company, okay?
Yeah. The main ones.
The main ones. I'm sure there are always
there's always other
little hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some sex scandal or whatever,
of
that
course.
happens.
Well, no, that's actually included in the settlements.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we have $2.4 billion in R&D.
Yeah.
Maybe. All right. What's the next one?
The next big one she brings up is 1.6 billion in settlements.
In settlements, lawsuits,
which drug side effects and other shenanigans.
Miscellaneous shenanigans. These are big numbers.
Yeah.
These numbers, these expenditures are bigger than some, revenue for some companies. These are huge, right?
Yes, they are.
So we have what's the next one?
And then 4.7 in management and other fees.
Wow. Is that right?
Not management.
You mean marketing?
Sorry, market.
Marketing, yeah, marketing. That sounds more.
Yeah, marketing.
So just marketing the drugs cost this. The marketing that says, tell your doctor about so-and-so drug, as though your doctor wouldn't know what to give you anyway. This is the only country in the world where they advertise drugs to regular people on television.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, it's another story, but okay. So we have that. That's a lot of money. $4.7 billion advertising. Okay.
I mean, how would people know the benefits of these drugs?
People aren't educated to know anything about how these drugs interact with other drugs or anything else. They shouldn't be looking at these. Anyways, that's another.
Well, that's.
It's like it's marketing to a child. When you see the toy commercials and little colored food for children, and that way the child can go to the parent and cry and complain that they want this, and it's the same thing with this with drugs. You go to your doctor and complain. It's the exact same thing.
The thing is, the whole point of marketing is on TV to people is that you go into your doctor's office asking, "What do you think about this drug, doc?"
Yeah.
And the doctor will be more willing to prescribe that drug.
That's right.
Yeah. So
that's right. Okay. It's a neat trick.
Yeah.
But okay. Next.
The next is compensation for the executives.
It's pretty good. That should be pretty low, right?
Yeah, it's a low number.
Oh, good.
I mean, compared to my number, yeah, it is.
So what do we have here?
It's $334 million.
$334 million
over 5-year period.
Oh,
all these numbers are over 5-year period.
That's good. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, and finally,
the
biggest number,
the icing on the cake.
Thank you.
The one that takes the whole enchilada.
Which, by the way, they have a drug for that, for eating too much icing, I'm sure. Like cholesterol or high. I don't know. But anyways, okay, what do we have?
Well, they want you to eat more.
I know they do.
More sugar.
That's why they make it so cheap.
Yeah. So that you can they can get you a customer in the beginning of your life, and then they get you as a customer at the end of your life.
And all the way
along.
Yeah. So we have a pretty big number here.
Yeah. It's $50 billion.
Now, this is probably $50 billion on what? Employee benefits or, expansion? I don't know. Green kind of energy situation. Save the environment.
I think you're living in a utopia. So,
oh, no. It's something else, isn't it?
It's for the Wall Street.
Oh, stock buybacks.
Yep.
And dividends.
Yes. It's a legal way to transfer company money to the top.
So if I understand correctly, the justification for doubling the price of this medication is for R&D and not for the $50 billion in stock buybacks?
No. That's just the byproduct of doubling the price.
I see. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't know what to do with that cash. They couldn't come up with another drug.
Nope.
Because they were only smart enough to buy a drug from another
company. Not create one. And a lot of them are subsidized by the U.S. government.
Usually NIH do all the research for them.
Okay.
Gives them the patent, gives them the intellectual product.
It happens a lot.
They come up with the most important thing, which is the packaging and coloring and all the legal stuff that follows after that.
Maybe the most important thing is the legal stuff.
Yeah.
Nobody else can copy it.
Yeah.
So we're saying that the whole private market's kind of a sham then, because the competition's not working. I thought the free market's supposed to make prices go down. What's going on?
For other products.
Oh, other products, not the ones that actually matter, like your health and
yeah.
Okay.
If you want to buy a TV, sure, it's cheaper.
But not life-saving drugs.
No.
Okay.
If you want to buy a candy bar, sure, it's cheaper.
You want a Mars bar? You want a whatchamacallit?
Yeah.
Kit Kat?
You want to buy a sugary drink? Sure. It's you can buy a 2 liter of soda for under $2.
Not a bad deal.
But if you want an avocado,
$2.
$2. One avocado. The other day at a grocery store, I saw avocado two for $3. I mean, 2 for $6, which was each avocado was $3.
Well, they must have been prime avocados, right? Not just your garden variety, you know.
No, these were produced in a very controlled, very highly sought out farms.
Yeah, I would think so.
I mean, in California.
Yeah. Were they producing? They really shouldn't produce. That's another story, but
Yeah,
they grow almonds in California.
yeah, they
They need a
do.
lot of water.
Yeah,
Like there's not enough water in They shouldn't be growing almonds in California. Grow them in Washington. I'm just saying.
well, you know,
Anyways, but that's we're getting off tangent here.
yeah,
This is off topic. So basically, Katie Porter, basically a terrorist. She shredded the CEO.
I mean, she made him look so bad that on camera he looked like a cancer patient,
Like he's
a drug dealer.
actually using the drugs he's selling. Yeah, he looked a little dispirited when she was done with him. After
Yeah,
she chewed him up and spit him out.
yeah,
I mean, he really had no answer to her attacks, and they're attacks, but they're honest attacks. It's not like it's just character assassination. These things are actually happening. People are actually paying these prices, or they're not, and they're dying. So
Well, either you have a choice, pay the price, or die. It's sort of a same thing as a regular drug dealer.
yeah, no,
They
it is.
get you hooked up, and then you have to pay the price or you suffer. So
It's an interesting system we have here.
Yep.
But we can't. Let's not talk about universal health care, which would reduce these costs, especially the marketing. But it's neither here nor there.
Well, I mean, if you look at it from the CEO's point of view, I mean, how can he live with just one yacht? I mean,
Ask Jeff Bezos. I
Yeah.
mean, his yacht has a yacht inside of it.
yeah,
But you have to have an escape yacht.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you have to look at it in a proportion. I mean, he has expenses.
It's true.
I mean, all these expenses that we just laid out just can't happen. So
You know what? I think I've been a little harsh on these guys.
I think Katie Porter should,
Step down.
yeah, she should learn from Ted Cruz.
And bend over. Kiss the
buy
ring.
some knee pads.
Yeah. Kiss the ring.
Yeah,
I like it. Well, listen, she's fairly new.
yeah,
I think that's what it is. She's not accustomed to the way things operate on Capitol
Yeah.
Hill. She'll come around.
but we like her.
We do. We want. We
And,
actually want more of her. We want about 534 more of Katie Porter's. I wouldn't say no to that. So.
Yeah, I mean, this country would be in a totally different place
Yeah.
if we have people like her who are actually fighting for the people and not just for the corporations who are people in name only.
Pinos. Look, I'm just gonna address this right now. We're gonna see in the comments anyway. You sound like a socialist right now. You sound like you want Venezuelan style socialism in this country. I'm gonna say it first.
Oh yes, of course I
All
do.
right.
I mean, there's no other place on the earth there's that type of government.
Well,
I
you heard it here first.
Finland.
You heard it here first, folks. He's trying to introduce Chavez style of capitalism or socialism.
Yeah.
Well, you're right. You're right. We can move a little more towards that direction without being the thing itself.
Yeah.
Social democracy, fairness.
I mean, we all for private companies.
Sure.
Means of production should be private. It should stay private. And it's just workers, customers patients should not be victim of those things. That's all.
Victimhood, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I agree. And I think most of our viewers agree.
Yeah. I think they do. And they understand.
And we were happy to bring this PSA to you.
Okay.
Public service announcement. Do with it what you will.
Katie Porter, keep up the good work.
Keep
bringing out those whiteboards. If you need more supply, we can obviously send you some.
Send you a listed coupon. We tip our hat to you.